Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans around the globe, what unfolded tonight will be etched into the annals of NBA history as one of the most emotionally searing, gut-wrenching, and triumphant nights the basketball world has ever witnessed. Game 7 of the NBA Finals, a spectacle often painted with shades of glory and despair, delivered every ounce of drama, heartbreak, and elation. And at the center of this epic stood two stories: the fall of a rising star and the coronation of a team that might be on the cusp of a dynasty. Tyrese Haliburton, the heart and soul of the Indiana Pacers, walked into Game 7 not as a question mark but as a statement. Battling a lingering calf injury, he had already inspired his team with a warrior-like performance in Game 6. The arena buzzed as he drained 3 early triples, silencing doubts, raising hope, and announcing this was going to be his night. But fate, cruel as it often is, had other plans. Midway through the opening quarter, Haliburton attempted a simple drive, a routine motion that turned into a nightmare. As he planted his foot and shifted left, he crumbled. The tears came instantly. The pain, both physical and emotional, was visible as he slammed his hand into the hardwood again and again. His teammates huddled around him. The crowd fell silent. The league held its breath. Later confirmed as a torn Achilles, Haliburton's injury marked the third star in these playoffs, after Jason Tatum and Damian Lillard, to suffer the dreaded rupture. A crushing blow not just to Indiana's hopes, but to the NBA's very soul. He left the court with a towel hiding his tears, but the pain, the devastation, couldn't be hidden. Yet the game marched on. And in stepped Dort, a player not known for offensive miracles. As the third quarter began with OKC trailing by 1, Dort, with the shot clock winding down and no play left to run, launched what could only be described as a Moonball, a prayer from deep space. The ball sailed high, seemed to hang in the air for eternity, and then, splash. That shot, off a broken play, turned into ignition. From there, the thunder surged. What began as a desperate heave became the spark of a roaring fire. OKC rattled off an 18-8 run to seize control. The crowd erupted. The Pacers staggered. And the momentum, once tethered to Indiana's belief, swung viciously in favor of Oklahoma City. But as always, it wasn't just about one shot. It was about suffocating defense, and no team does that better than the Thunder. With ball hawks like Dort, Alex Caruso, Jalen Williams, and Cason Wallace blanketing Indiana's every move, the turnovers piled up. 8 of them in the third quarter alone. Each mistake was punished. Each steal turned into fast break gold. 32 points off turnovers by the final whistle. Only 7 giveaways from OKC. That's championship discipline. And behind all the chaos, behind the clamps and the hustle, stood the Thunder's maestro, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Though not his most efficient shooting night, 8 of 27 from the field, Shai authored his most complete masterpiece. Every dribble, every dish, every composed possession in the face of chaos was a brushstroke in a finals canvas painted with poise. 12 assists, 7 of them in the first half when his teammates looked jittery and lost. He didn't force. He didn't flinch. He facilitated. By the second half, Shai's orchestration had allowed confidence to ripple through his teammates. The Thunder weren't just playing with skill. They were playing with belief. He finished the finals averaging over 30 points per game, nearly 2 steals, and most importantly, with the finals MVP trophy to go with his regular season MVP and the scoring title. Not since Shaquille O'Neal in 2000 had a player pulled off such a trifecta. But even numbers cannot fully quantify leadership. Gilgeous-Alexander, still only in his mid-20s, has emerged as the NBA's new cornerstone superstar. A calm assassin with a smooth handle and a steely gaze. A leader by action more than word. He didn't just arrive this season. He conquered. And with this victory, the Oklahoma City Thunder didn't just win a championship. They carved out a place in history. Their final record, 84 wins, 21 losses, places them alongside the titans of NBA lore. Only 2 teams have ever posted more total wins in a season, the 1995-96 Bulls and the 2015-16 Warriors. The Thunder now belong in that exclusive club. Their defense, historic. Their chemistry, unbreakable. Their youth, terrifying. Because this doesn't feel like the end of a run, it feels like the beginning of an empire. No team that has won 82+ games in a season has failed to win at least one more title in the years surrounding. This Thunder team, loaded with young talent and poise beyond its years, might not just be a one-time champion, they might be next decade's blueprint. And then, in the most poetic of endings, the trophy presentation unfolded. There, among the champagne-soaked jerseys, the flashing cameras, and the euphoria of an NBA title, one image stood above the rest. Isaiah Hartenstein, cradling his sleeping infant son in his arms as confetti rained down and his team hoisted the Larry O'Brien Trophy. A baby, blissfully unaware of the chaos and jubilation surrounding him, became the quiet symbol of the Thunder's journey, a family-first franchise where every victory is shared. That image will live on just like the championship banner that will soon hang in Oklahoma City. This Game 7 was not just a basketball contest. It was heartbreak and resilience. It was destiny and defiance. It was the agony of Haliburton's collapse and the rise of a Thunder team that may have just begun a dynasty. It was Shai's coronation, Dort's miracle, a defense that swallowed hope, and a city that believed. And above all, it reminded us why we watch, why we care, and why, in the theater of sport, nothing beats a Game 7.